will be addressing some allegations in the media. So thank you very much and welcome.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Uh, Today, basically, I've planned to talk to the press about our initiative since the coronavirus epidemic. And of course, I want to tell the world and tell everybody that as EPA, we are grateful that our boss, has been declared negative. And we all know the unfortunate situation. He was the first person tested positive, and now today he's negative. And of course, I can imagine the stigma we went through as an agency, and today, at least he's negative, he's home. And in spite of that, our sector was one of those sectors deemed as an essential sector because, the life we live is in the environment. And so, for the environment to be conducive, we have to play a part. And so, we've been playing our part. Today, I will talk to you about the role we've played as EPA in ensuring that we aid in fighting the COVID-19. Now, some of those major roles we play is one, we are on two major pillars, the WASH, which is water sanitation, and then there's something called DBM, the Air Body Management. On the WASH pillar, we're talking about water sanitation and hygiene. EPA will be responsible for waste, all of these solid waste, particularly solid medical waste or biomedical waste. Right? We have to go to the Labrador Biomedical Institute or Research Area in Coastalville, did a lot of research. We are concerned about all these waste being collected, how they are packaged, how they are transported. Basic chain of movement of these waste. We've been concerned with that. And of course, EPA giving our supreme regulatory mandate. We are charged with the responsibility to create what we call the burial guidelines. So EPA working with WASH and working with some other people, we were able to present the burial guideline to infill, a guideline that is being used to bury all of the bodies, all of those that are dying from the COVID-19. And that has been our engagement in spite of the circumstances unfolding. We've also been engaging in, there are incinerators at the 14 military hospital. Our technicians will work 7 days a week. I've been engaged with them, has all the other technicians. We're able to partner with Cody for infill as well. We went there, we did a comprehensive research, and did a couple of recommendations that the IMS, which is the incident management system, is now using as a working tool to guide them in terms of incinerating those wastes that have been created, not just with 14 military hospital, but to all of the POC, the point of observatory center, where they can observe you when you are presumed to be positive or high risk, and you name the rest. And so the EPA has been involved as such. Now the next thing is, in spite of the difficult circumstances, we've also been able to form a company. There's a company called York Trading. They brought in sulfuric acid with about 97% concentration. And of course, without the due and relevant environmental permit, they were caught. Has other colleagues from the LRA, and we went there, we impounded that particular container, and we coerced them to go through the rightful legal proceedings set aside by the Environmental Protection and Management Laws of Liberia. And today, those guys are found, and the money has been deposited in the government of Liberia cover. So the EPA, in spite of all of these difficult circumstances, we're ensuring that the government of Liberia receives required revenue through imposing fine, ensuring that environment is properly regulated. Mind you, Liberians and people all around, including Kalamba and other people, they can use this type of situation to degrade the land, to encroach on natural habitat, to encroach on biodiversity, to encroach on the environment as a whole. So EPA, we've mustered the courage, we've built up our efforts, in spite of the fact that we are observing social distancing, but at the same time we are cognizant of who be abuser of the environment. So we are not taking chances. We are one of those essential entities. Our technicians and inspectors, they have tag all over them, and I think we have been working exceedingly hard. On the order from all MEA related material, activities we've been working. We were able to use the Zoom to have our insertion meeting for the Laboratory Technical Assistant program, which EPA stand to benefit. Technical assistant at the end of the day, we expect to be able to build a capacity to scale our effort to ensure that our NDC is properly updated. The NDC is a nationally determined contribution. So, this COVID-19 is doing something, negative, but at the same time, I mean, our technicians here, I very appreciate them. I appreciate them for taking the risk, to leave their houses every day, take the ultimate risk to come to work at EPA. And so, I mean, even those who are deemed not essential, we would love to see them here. They are not here, we would love to see them here. But again, such is the condition. We have to follow the Ministry of Health protocol in terms of combating this virus. And again, let me emphasize that this period is a turbulent period in the history of our country, in the history of the world. And our president, President George Manuel Weah, a man who I've supported all the days of my life and a man who I will support after this life, has made a categorical declare his focus is on combating this coronavirus. That's why his government has directed all resources to ensure that this virus is combated. That's why Ministry of Health, there has been, money given by the government, and the government has shown intense ownership. The government has been extremely robust. So that is the focus right now of the government level. And as EPA, we cannot be held in absentia of the government level. That too is our focus. Right now, I'm working on modality, the environmental unit, and the awareness units on the Department of Intersectoral to be able to create flyers to be visible. Because in very high schools and elementary schools in Monrovia and around, we have environmental clubs. It's about time that we use these people to create awareness. We are working on these things. So, in the unfortunate situation that my boss got sick and I'm acting, we've been robust in terms of being creative, and that is paying off. We got our GIS crew. During the lockdown, they can pass around and take footages and see what is going on, which community is indoor, which community is outdoor. We have all of these documentaries we presented it to the INS. So this is what my dear colleagues from the media, I just want to talk to you about these things. And it is my hope that as we observe the social distancing, it is my hope that you journalists will also report the right information. The right information is the tireless effort being made by the government of Labrador to ensure that COVID-19 is defeated. Our government, one of those few governments in the sub-region to declare, lockdown, at least something called state of emergency, at least shutting down our airports and border points. Labrador has 176 border points, and all of those border points, right now they are guarded by the AFL. That is our focus as EPA, because that is the focus of the central government. And this is what we are doing in federal Labrador. I just want to let you know that in spite of the stigma associated with the EPA, the EPA has been working exceedingly hard to ensure that COVID is eradicated by our scientific involvement. I told you about going to inspect the incinerator. I told you about regulating all the biomedical waste. And all of these PPEs that are being produced, all of these mouths, all of these nose masks and everything, we are concerned about the disposal, because if we are not taking the proper care, there will be a pandemic after the pandemic. There will be a disaster after the disaster. To avoid disaster after the disaster, the EPA is taking no chance. We are ensuring that the best thing is done. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you very much. So I can take questions and answer, yeah.
Yes, 2 points from my end.
Yeah.
One is you name Mr. George Calando.
Yeah.
While talking about people who are abusing land. Is he one of those abusers? And then 2, I don't know whether you were referring to it when you said the bad image. Yeah, there's been this report, rumors about your academic credentials. And would you mind clarifying that? What do you, people say you didn't graduate from the university you said you graduated from. Do you mind responding to that?
Well, like I told you, the focus of our government, the focus of the president is the fight against this coronavirus, and the EPA is no exception. The issue of Calando, we all know he built his gas station without attaining the required environmental permit. Today here at us, we are in court. We are extremely optimistic that in the end, Calando will be beaten by justice, and justice is going to prevail in our favor. That has happened. Now, I had a press conference. I didn't say anything about what you call credential. I'm not worried about what you call credential. I told them to talk about it.
They accuse you of academic fraud.
Yeah, I don't know who accused me. But if that is the interest of the press, if that is your interest, then I'm going to give you a bit of historical analysis about who I am. I'm a young man, a regular man from Monrovia. Grew up on Capital Bypass. Walked to Cathedral Catholic School every day. Was there placed on Bishop Marco Francis scholarship, serving as author board. while in Cathedral Catholic School, I used to be a child broadcaster of the Radio Verita. The senior brother they call EPA Fires is one of those. Those days when we were younger, Francis Wola and David Dagbe and even Jalal Griffith, they saw us growing up. After my graduation, Cathedral Catholic School, where I was a student leader, I enrolled at AMU. In AMU 2008, to be precise. After my enrollment, before even entering, I was recruited as a postdoc potential MA, who were some of those people who, blocked the gate for that Diesel Koto to be placed behind bar. You know that story, AMU. And so I entered the school, student polity was banned. And me, I pay, in the handbook, you pay activity fee, you pay education fee, you pay breakage fee, you pay some other funny fee. All these fees are intended for the student government. When I entered, there was no student government. I thought it was against, the ethics of political science, because political science was my minor. So we only have the political stage as our laboratory to dissect political issues. And the school was telling me they suspend student politics indefinitely. I said no. I galvanized the intellectual resources of our colleagues. The fellow there used to be my co-chair. I became the youngest student leader in AMU. When Boaka and other guys left. So I led series of protests, more than 5 protests I led on AMU campus. Some of you that were around, you have the history. One of those prominent ones was when Mana Salih went to AMU campus. I invaded protocol. I went before her. I placed a placard before I got agitated. She influenced my expulsion. They expelled me first. After the intervention of Senator Balu and some other guys, when they reduced it to term indefinite, that was 2012, when I have already done sociology 406, which is practical research. That is thesis writing. I wrote my thesis on the effect of adolescent girls. I used 17th Street as a case study. The effect of Western music on adolescent girls. 17th Street was a case study. And Chairman Godfrey is the chairman. He's still there. He is the chairman. He evaluated my thesis and I was granted green light. 2013, I was the chairman of the souvenir committee of the graduating class. Then, when I was reinstated, the school had issue with me. They still felt I was radical. They felt I have not apologized because I refused to apologize because I felt what I did was in the interest of the students there. And so, between 2012 and 2013, I had an opportunity. I wrote an essay. I was accepted to go to the United States of America. Tells me who would not want to go to America. Then, when I was a strong advocate against the regime, when I have written my thesis, when I used an attestation from the university to the embassy substantiating that I'm a graduate senior, that I'm the chairman for the souvenir committee. Gabriel Nubla was the secretary general of the graduating class. Madam Bass, I just forgot her first name, but she's bad. She was the president. I led the tendency that elected her. So in rewarding me, she made me the chairman for the souvenir committee because in university everybody want to be on souvenir committee. 2013, Dubai, Reno, I was the chair of the souvenir committee. Unfortunately, when I thought everything was settled, I went to America. The school said no. You are not reinstated. You will remain suspended. So I could not go to the graduation properly. I could not march in America. My name could not appear because the school had that issue with me. Because I left the school for 3 months. The key was in my pocket. I told them we pay laboratory fee. We don't go to the lab. I told them we pay for activities fee, no activity. I told them we pay breakage fee at the end of the year. If I did not break anything, you're supposed to give my money back because breakage fee that boom. I told them I pay insurance, but I did not know my insurance policy. I did not know what was my deductible. I didn't know who was my insurer. Those are basic issues we raised. We told them that you cannot have political science department and there's no student politics. And I left the school, and then Bishop David Daniels was there. People felt that religious school is not political school. And it has serious issue against me.
So,
I'm coming to that point.
I just want to
they blacklisted me. I have not entered yet.
Okay.
I was blacklisted. So when I came back, I went to the school to say, look, there's no record that you were reinstated. I said, oh, yeah. So what I decided to do, I went through all of their requirements they asked me to do. And when I went through everything, today as I speak to you, and I want to challenge anybody, to go do your research. Go to AMU. Ask AMU, when AMU says I got one course outstanding, I'll resign. and go back to my son.
Did
Now
you-
there's the issue, I'll prove it.
Did you apply for graduation prior to your suspension?
Yes, I apply. But the school have to evaluate.
Okay,
And based on ethical reason, based on what the school think is the right thing, they can decide.
So what
Now
was
here's
it-
the
what
issue.
was it
Give me a
decision?
chance. We are in dialogue. Yeah. Yeah, give me a chance. You don't kind of preconceived notion. Okay. Yeah, but give me a chance.
No, okay, go ahead, sir.
Now I'll give you a chance. When I went to America, leaving all that before coming out of AMU, I could not get my document. Guess what? I enrolled at Federal Technical and Vocational Education Center. The headquarters is in Missouri, but I was in Des Moines, Iowa, my home state. I enrolled. What did I study? I studied ventilation refrigeration with emphasis in wind turbine technology. There, I became a technical specialist in electrical principles and supply, and also became an EPA certified universal technician. I will prove it. I became a wind turbine technician, working as a scientist 350 feet above sea level, or on the sea and on the land, working to transform wind energy to electrical energy. I'm one of the few librarians alive that have that skill. Before you go up the turbine to do that, you must have environmental knowledge and training. It was how I began an EPA certified universal technician, working in 32 states in America. BHI Energy, I work with them. I made $25.50 an hour, entry level. I will show you my pay slips. I will show it to you. Now, there I also begin a certified conflict resolutionist in workplace.
We
From
can't
the-
left like
I'm coming to you. I was there in America when I left. AMU, they got everything on pause. I went there in my quest for education. I want to tell you that I am an educational devotee. Before leaving this country, I was a classroom teacher. I taught Elizabeth Crawford. I was a TA in Cathedral and became the quizzing coach. And then I taught P.W. Harris. I am an educational devotee. That's the point I want to make. I devote my time to education. Everything I achieve is because of my commitment to education. So there, after I achieved all of those things, I was still worried about my credentials back home. Fortunately, while serving as Secretary General for CDC USA, I campaigned back home. After the process, I was preferred. When I came back, I went to AMU for my credentials. They say we actually did not reinstate you then, so you are still suspended.
It means you didn't graduate.
It means I have to go by what they said. As I speak to you, they asked me to go and register a few courses and do blah blah. I did all of those because that's what they wanted. And as I speak to you right now, I have all of my documents from AMU. You can feel it is sealed. This is my transcript. This transcript, right? This transcript is from AMU. It has a seal on it, right? This is my official transcript from AMU. This also is my official letter of attestation from AMU. This letter, it was mailed in this package to a university that I'm currently enrolled in the United States of America. Let me show you also the envelope. Where is the envelope? Now I'm coming to a point. I'll show you the envelope, right? But let's forget the envelope. I mean, these are okay, very good. This is the letter AMU, right? AMU, they did this. They sent me this. This is stamped and sealed. I'm challenging you today. I will give you names and number to call the dean of admission and rep at AMU. If they tell you that I have any outstanding course in AMU, I resign today. If they tell you I have a single outstanding course in AMU, I resign today. Now, Habakkuk, his number is 0770 345385. He's the assistant dean for record and admission. Habakkuk, 0770 345385. Call him and ascertain. Dubai runner. Add the number 090328. Add the number 090328. Ascertain. Render Dubai. Does he have any outstanding course for the requirement of BA in sociology? If they tell you yes, I resign today. The next thing, Mercy, she's the dean. In fact, she was the one who printed out this for me. She's the dean, Mercy. Her number is 0777 401 562. 0774 01 562. If Mercy check her record and says I have any outstanding course, I resign today. What I did not do is this. I have not had the opportunity to formally march for the degree. But marching doesn't make you a graduate. What makes you a graduate is fulfilling the requirement as prescribed in the handbook of the university. And this is my transcript, which suggests all of the grade 2008 up to the time I decided to leave from there. And this is it. Now you can go and verify. The next thing is this. I want to clarify. Currently, I'm enrolled in Clark University. It's a prestigious university in the United States of America. I'll give this to you. The number of the university is there. They will tell you how I got enrolled. Most universities in America, you write tests, you do TOEFL, all the type of stuff, and they will evaluate, they will do background search. There's a number right here. There is an email you can verify. You can verify it. Leave that. This is an honor graduate. A graduate certificate from the state of Iowa. It's a bronze certificate. You take a state test based on an honor graduate credential. It's called the National Career Readiness Certificate. Nobody does this test. You can read the writing on it. I can give it to you. Read it. You read the writing on it. This is from East Coast Institute, Chicago. EPA Certified Universal Technician. You can verify it. You have to have a university credential. I'm coming to the point. Don't cut me off. I came here to tell you about working on EPA. You asked me a question on credential.
Probably now I'm not getting the response, so I just want to follow up. The question is, did you graduate?
Did you understand my English?
And
did you listen to me? As a journalist, the first thing is to do English 101. I told you.
Do you have a BE?
I told you I met all requirements for graduation. So I have not obtained.
Then why would you apply?
The one that is long overdue. 2012. I come in 2012. I was teaching. People I taught today they got master. Yes, when to go in March.
Why would you apply for a graduation, then later on you be told to register courses?
You understood what I explained?
Maybe you need to explain it better.
I told you the university suspended me. They had issue with me because they fear about the public disrepute. Today there's this guy called Alexander David. He was expelled along with me. He frustrated him when he joined the AFL. I think he's a corporal in the AFL today. He can be reinstated. There's another guy called Oliver Yaba. I think he's with the ANC. There's another guy called Milton Craig. He was the president of that class. Right? There is another guy called Eugene Riggs. He was one of those suspended. Ask all of these guys. Right? There's a guy called John Say, they know my intervention with the class. So your biggest challenge now is go to AMU. I call my ID number. This is my official transcript. Nobody gives 090328. Don't be redundant here. Time is man's greatest enemy. I spend my time.
Okay, Mr. Question, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Sarah Simon. I work for Private Radio. I'm interested in the York trading issue you're talking about. You say you find it. I want to know how much you find it. You did not mention the amount.
Yeah, we found it 1,400 for bringing in a concentrated chemical like sulfuric acid without informing the EPA. And so I like that question. It's a question based on substance. It's not a question based on triviality. So again, York Trading, they pay the money in the laboratory revenue account, and my technicians are working on all modality to ensure that the container is released to the owner. Yeah.
All right. My name is Christopher here, and I work for Continue. Well, I've been able to gather that few persons within your entity have been some suspended and some transferred on allegation of taking money from one company goes by the name Diamond Food. Do you care to clarify what actually led to the action?
You see, these are internal issues. I really didn't want to go into that. There is an ongoing investigation. Now, the next question is, why is AW been serving more than 2 years? Why is it now people breaking all his credentials? Why is prompting it? As young as I am, I'm a victim of my appearance because I'm a young man, so I can't do nothing correct. Because I'm a young man means I cannot be put in the execution of my duty and function. Why is it since 2 years ago? At the time I got my job, at the time everybody wanted a job. The guy replaced, he's extremely qualified with credential, everyone knows it. Then nobody questioned me after 2 years. When now, yes, of course, yes, I don't know how you got that information, but since it's out in the public, let me clarify that yes, there are 3 colleagues in the entity that are affected. Based on my own internal investigation, I realized that they were engaged into administrative malpractice. And their practices were extremely against the code of conduct of the EPA and against the standard operating procedure of our entity and the government at large. And so, 2 of them, including the controller and some manager for compliance and enforcement, were suspended for time indefinite while the other colleague was transfer to the Department of Inspectorate. So I don't want to insinuate it's because people are fighting back because they think I'm doing something
It
to.
is well,
So there's no two more questions.
It is well, these.
So with the two more
accusations
questions.
No, I don't know. It is not my anticipation, but I really disagree with your opinion that, of course, people are fighting because they think I am unearthing corruption. I don't think people are certified. Corruption got big hands. When people use the business as usual and you decide to unearth it with sincerity because you believe in the agenda of the government, then people will come against you. So, to really clarify, there are some ongoing investigation, and trust me, at the end of the investigation, the report will be forwarded to LSCC, and anybody caught culpable will be prosecuted as per the Liberian law. Because I don't want tomorrow.
No.
I don't want tomorrow, Kia.
Only two more questions.
I don't want tomorrow people say, what did you do when you saw this? Trust me, there is an investigation that is very impartial. When that investigation has ended, those that will be held liable, I hope nobody is held liable, those that will be held liable, they will be forwarded to LSCC for onward prosecution. And make no mistake, as acting head of the entity, I have privilege of information that I did not have access to when I was a deputy. So people out there will fight. People there don't want change. We campaign on a measure of change. People there will do everything. They will kill a non-living thing, believing that you are crazy, even if you are teaching them. They will do it. They will kill a non-living thing to prove that this is black, even if you are seeing a quarter right here. So that is a scrupulous question that should be asked by journalists. This man have traveled to 5 of the 7 continents in the world representing the country, writing papers. I went to the African Scientific and Technical Research Institute in Nigeria. A prerequisite of going there, you must have an undergraduate credential to go and present paper. Right? I went to the Philippines, defending our entity, and then presenting serious paper around the world. Now somebody say, so one emphasis I want to make.
Just one more.
If you go to AMU, and AMU says, I have one outstanding course, I've resigned my position.
Okay.
I've met all requirements for graduation, and I've said to myself, it's long overdue. I don't want to graduate because graduation is not about marching. I said to myself, it's not overdue. Because 2012, this should have happened. 2012 to now, you know how many years have passed? So, for my own personal reason, for my own career, I said I will not do this. But again, the school was very magnanimous. They did not deny me. The school gave me my letter of attestation. I gave you the number of the dean and the assistant dean. Call this number. I want to call this number again for those that are just coming on. Habaku is the assistant dean. 0770
That's redundant.
34. No. I want to make emphasis because people are on live. You don't tell me how I call you, they don't call me. So wait. So 0770 34 5385 is the number of the assistant dean. The dean proper, she's Madam Mercy. Her number is 0777 401 562. Now, as we speak right now, I got nothing to do at AMU. I completed everything. These are my credentials. This is my official transcript seal. You can feel it. Feel the seal in it. Feel the seal. No, come feel the seal. I need somebody to feel the seal. Feel the seal. And attention there. Feel the seal. The seal. The seal, there's no way you can fake it. Again, I told you, where is my enrollment letter? I told you I'm enrolled at Clark University. This document has a number. This document, right? Yeah, this document has a number. It has an email, you can verify it. In America, where I live for years, nobody gets enrollment without proper due diligence. So, my dear colleagues, I obviously did not call you here because of credential. I called you to talk about our entity. So, you brought that in, I was obliged to respond. But this is what I can tell you. This in my world is regarded as the irony of the young people. When you do the right thing, people call you inexperienced. When you do the wrong thing, they say you are immature. What do we do? When you do the right thing, they say you're inexperienced. When you do the wrong thing, they say you're immature. I'd rather be called inexperienced. I'd rather be called somebody with no credential. I'd rather be called somebody who is an honor manner than to sit and see the wrong thing permeate. People are doing the wrong thing. When you try to put them on par, they fight you. Corruption have arms. They can fight back. Let me emphasize. The intent of this press conference was to talk to you about the working of the EPA. that has been adequately addressed. We've been involved with the 14 Military Hospital. We've been involved with all of the POCs. We've been involved with the assessment of ventilators and also the biomedical medical research center in Closerville, somewhere in Marquette County. And we are exceedingly involved in the production of all these PPEs and all of these alcohol right now. I mean, we are on our way to Mongo. We said 70% concentration in these things. We want to go in and do the scientific diagnosis and see whether it really commensurate. That's what we are focused on. Service delivery to Liberian people. It's not true reality. So you are on an obligation. Go now to AMU and then also go to this university and ask for the number I gave you and say, they want to get enrollment in the school? Yes or no? Come back to me. They say no, I resign. If you go to AMU and AMU tell you I got single course outstanding. If I did not complete all of my course for graduation, I resign. I completed everything out of big heart. I said to myself, I will not march because it's long overdue. Kids that are taught in cathedrals, kids that are taught in Big Harris, they are the ones who drove for graduation, and not me. Though you, I'm concerned about other bigger credentials, you know, and I got those bigger credentials. So it's not about credentials. More to that, people say, oh, you're not getting master. There's no requirement in the act that created the area that asked me for any credential. Even though I got all the credentials. But again, on what basis are they fighting? Is it because I'm unearthing corruption? Is it because I'm engaging other people who are doing the wrong thing? The questions are yours to ask, not mine. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
So, I mean, just a close up. I know you said.
No, yeah, let me get in.
I know you said the purpose of the press conference was to talk about the workings of the EPA. But also, you came with all of your academic credentials. I don't know whether you anticipated questions from your academic.
I can even show you.
I don't know whether you.
No, I can even show you.
Day, but this is the question.
Yeah.
People want to know on a clear-cut term whether or not you graduated, you have a BA.
I mean, I understand the function of your taponic memory.
No,
No, listen, your police are all against you. No,
So
listen.
there are people who watching you.
Listen to me. I said, this is my official transcript. And this is my official letter of attestation. Attesting that I completed all requirements for graduation for the degree of BA in sociology. I have opted not to march. I have never marched.
Is that a question about money?
No, so now you gotta go to AMU and ask them, did this man complete the requirement for graduation? It's simple for you because I'm telling you this is the letter from the AMU. This is a letter, right? And this is my official transcript, right? And this to get to university and do MSc, I want somebody to read this. And in this letter of admission, the university offered me, somebody can read this. The university offered me 40% discount on my school fee because of my credential and accomplishment and the excellent essay that I wrote. So you can read this letter from.
Since you completed all of that stuff, can you display your degree?
I don't have a degree with the school. I gotta go get it.
Why don't have a degree?
Because people can graduate and they choose when to go get it. The degrees, I know it's not a requirement for you to go all around to get a job. When you need it, you go there. The university is a safe keeping place. So which schools did you graduate from?
It doesn't matter.
No, so I want to know when you got your degree from there. So that argument is weak. So my dear brother, the argument is very weak. I mean, I'm well credentialed. I display everything here for the university. You can go and verify. The real fact is we are fighting against people who think it is their private right. They have made it that fight. I'm doing the right thing here. People don't want the right thing to be done. Right? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So that's the end of this discussion. This is ENPD. We have the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency.
I mean, wait a minute.
Coronavirus prevention in Liberia. Its signs, symptoms, mode of transmission, and prevention.
Let me say, Reo, the sign it will show you the sickness that will catch you, how you can catch it, and how you can protect yourself.
Man Benu, what really making you sit down so sorrowful like this?
Abulai, you not hear the Ministry of Health say one new sickness called coronavirus making people sick in other countries than in the world?
Coronavirus? Hey God, what kind of sickness is this again? How people can catch it?
Abulai, my dear brother, The doctor people say this sickness start making people sick. It now spread around plenty countries around the world. And you can catch this sickness when somebody get cough and sneeze and they not cover their mouth and their nose and they near you, you can catch it. If they cough on the wall and the ground and you touch it and you touch your nose and mouth, you will catch it too. When you touch sick person, you can get it all.
That all?
My brother Abulai, the doctor people say people can get it when they touch sick animal and eat animal that die by themselves too.
My Benu, so what I can do now to protect myself and my family from catching this coronavirus?
The Ministry of Health say we must prevent our